everyone! Zach Nighthawk flying into this space once again with another episode of Pokémon Emerald! In the last episode, we arrived in Lily Cove City, beat May again, and acquired the Pokéblock case at the contest hall. And now, we have everything we need to begin our very first Safari Zone adventure. Welcome to the Safari Zone! All you can catch for just 500 Pokebucks. Would you like to play a Safari game? Sure. That'll be 500 bucks, please. Here are your Safari balls. We can only be given a maximum of 30. We'll let you know when your game is over. So until then, enjoy yourself, please. Off you go on your wild excursion. Alright, so we're now in the Safari Zone, and there's a lot more to the Safari Zone than just catching wild Pokemon. You can also find trainers around here that are also looking for wild Pokemon, but you can't battle them. I put a Pokéblock on the Pokéblock feeder, but it seems to have disappeared. I guess Pokemon must have eaten it without me noticing. You see this structure here in the middle of the tall grass? This is a Pokéblock feeder. You can place a Pokéblock on the feeder to attract wild Pokemon. I'm choosing not to do that since I don't have a lot of Pokeblocks in my inventory right now. Ah, wild Pokemon encounter. Oddish, this might be the most common encounter here. So I might as well go over some of the, well, you have two options here. You can throw a Pokeball at it right away, throw a Pokeblock at it, which increases the likelihood of being caught, or go near it, which, while increases the likelihood of being caught, I think, it also increases the likelihood that this Pokemon will run away from you. Alright, so now that I went over that, I can go over the new encounters here in the Safari Zone. The first one I'll go over, the face of the franchise, Pikachu! We already picked up the Thunderstone, so you can evolve it into Raichu straight away. Or you could just wait until level 41 when it learns Thunder, and then give it a Thunderstone. If you choose to go down that path, Raichu is a very good mix sweeper that can be taught some nice complementary moves like Brick Break and Dig. If you choose not to evolve it, just know it won't become invincible by being your best friend. Next encounter I'll go over is Natu, a psychic flying type that can evolve one level after being caught. It and its evolved form Xatu, which you can find in Area 4. Alright, I caught Oddish. There are 4 areas here. We're currently in Area 1. It and its evolved form Xatu are among the better Gen 2 Pokemon, but they're not extraordinary as far as stats go. Don't get me wrong, this is a fine addition to anyone's team, as its typing allows you to be very creative with which moves you wanted to learn. Speaking of moves, don't get your hopes up on this thing learning Psychic anytime soon. Natu learns that at level 50, and Xatu learns that at level 65. But at least it's not far away from learning Future Sight if you are a fan of that move. Better of its 2 abilities is Synchronize, which returns status problems to the Pokemon that inflicted it. The other is Early Bird, which allows it to awaken from sleep faster. If you're wondering what my preference is, I prefer the one that returns status problems to the Pokemon that inflicted it. Alright, we caught Oddish, the Weed Pokemon. This Pokemon grows by absorbing moonlight. During the daytime, it buries itself in the ground, leaving only its leaves exposed to avoid detection by its enemies. Next encounter we can come across here is Girafarig. No, you cannot get its evolved form for another 6 generations. On its own, it's got a good dual typing for resistances like Psychic Normal, but as opposed to Xatu, it's seen as the safer option. It's a decent mixed attacker, but it's slower and its defensive stats are slightly worse off. It can only learn Psychic via TM, and it learns Psybeam at level 43. Since its good moves through leveling up are a ways off from now, that's why I can't recommend it in this game. It has 2 abilities. One of them is Inner Focus, which prevents it from flinching. The other is Early Bird, which I already went over in the Natu and Xatu bio. Pikachu, I choose you! Aw, Pikachu! Gonna throw another ball at you. 1, 2, 3. Oh! Ah! So there are 2 zones in this game. Zone Zone 3 and Zone 4 that you can only get to via different bikes. You can only get to Zone 4 via the Acro Bike, and you can only get to Zone 3 via the Mach Bike. Thank you. I'm trying to press B and the up stick at the same time. Okay, now we're in Zone 4. So there are some other new encounters that you can find in the Safari Zone. One of them is Buffet. If you didn't want to raise why not from that egg, you can catch its evolved form here in the Safari Zone at level 27 or 29. Again, it has an insane base HP stat. Its presence prevents switching out, and its only damaging moves are Counter and Mirror Coat, which both return 2 full damage to what Wobbuffet's already taken. Counter works against physical attacks, and Mirror Coat works against special attacks. It's just a matter of guessing which type of attack you're going to be hit with. Not to. Another Pokemon you can find here is Rhyhorn. This Pokemon is physicality incarnate. Everything about it is physical. The looks, the typing, and its attacks. It has 2 abilities, Lightning Rod, which draws Electric-type attacks towards it and subsequently negates because it's part Ground-type, and Rockhead, which prevents recoil damage. Definitely choose Rockhead, as Lightning Rod is most effective only in double battles. At level 36, Rhyhorn will learn Horn Drill, one of 4 one-hit KO moves in the game. Just know that all one-hit KO moves hit only 30% of the time. On the downside, it's 13 or 15 levels away from evolving, and if you can, hold it off from becoming Rhydon for just 1 more level, because it will learn Takedown at level 43 as opposed to level 46. If you want to learn Earthquake or Mega Horn, it's probably not going to happen until the post-game. Natu, the tiny bird Pokemon. It runs up short trees that grow in the savannah to peck at new shoots. A Natu's eyes look as if they are always observing something, like you in the shower. I just gave an example, that's all. An item. You can find items here like Calcium. I believe that boosts base special attack. Hey, what do you guys say? I'm on a mission to find water Pokemon you don't see in Hoenn. Do you have any idea where the lake is? I think you're in the wrong zone for that, buddy. Speaking of lakes, ooh, Phanpy. I'll go over Phanpy later. But speaking of lakes, there are different Pokemon, new Pokemon that you can find via surfing. There are 2 of them. One of them is Psyduck. Don't catch this thing. Not because it's not any good, it's because 5% of the time in Area 3, you can find its evolved form Golduck while surfing. Golduck is a very balanced water type that plays to its stats very well. Especially since its special attack stat. The problem is its best moves are going to be learned via TMs and HM since its leveling up pool isn't that great. It has 2 abilities. You know what? I'm going to use a Pokeblock here. It has 2 abilities, and neither of them are that good. It could have Damp, which prevents opponents from using Self-Destructor Explosion, or Cloud 9, which negates all weather effects. Best thing about catching a Golduck here is that you can find one as high as level 40, which means it could be the highest leveled member on your team as soon as it's caught. I'll go over Phanpy right now. If you catch it, it's 1 level away from evolving into Donphan, a solid physical tank that's great for both dealing damage and taking it. It's a pure ground type, so while it can fully resist electric type attacks, the only issue with that is all of its weaknesses are exclusively special, and Donphan is a woeful special defender. If you don't get hit with any grass, water, or ice type attacks, this is a solid option. Come on. This is a solid option if you want to add a tank to your team. The only downside with evolving Phanpy is it loses pickup for its ability and gets replaced with Sturdy, which does not become reliable until Gen 5. I'm going to catch a lot of rare Pokemon here and trade them with my friends. Definitely sounds like a good idea for some. Oddish. Well, one Pokemon that I can think of off the top of my head is Geodude, which you can find by breaking rocks. Another Phanpy, alright. I'll go over some more encounters here. One of them is another Kanto Pokemon, Dodrio, the evolved form of Doduo. A physical glass cannon flying type that knows good moves but at the same time can't learn many of them. It'll either have Runaway or Early Bird for its ability. Ironically, this is the only instance where I'd recommend Early Bird for an ability because Runaway is useless in trainer battles. And now it's about to get really good. Hold on. Oh. By that I meant really good as far as new wild Pokemon encounters are concerned. The first I'll go over is Pinsir, one of two excellent bug-type physical sweepers that you can find in the Safari Zone. Like Rhyhorn, it can learn a one-hit KO move, which in this case is Guillotine, at level 37. As for its other moves, it can also learn Brick Break at level 31, Submission at level 43, and Swords Dance at level 49. Since its base attack stat is 125, having Swords Dance on this thing is downright unfair. While we're on the same subject, it has Hyper Cutter for its ability, so if you wanted to lower its attack stat, too bad! That ability prevents attack reduction. Simply put, this bug is an unstoppable force. The other bug you can come across, and in this zone, by the way, Heracross. The other excellent physical sweeping bug type that you can find that in the Safari Zone, which also so happens to be part fighting type. It has the same attacking prowess and can learn similar moves as Pinsir does, but it's a much better special defender, whereas Pinsir is a better physical defender. It has two abilities which give it the hallmark of a very resilient Pokemon. One is Guts, which increases attack when inflicted with a status problem. The other is Swarm, which increases the power of bug-type moves when Heracross's HP is low. I've used this Pokemon in my Coliseum Let's Play, and if I didn't use it then, I would have certainly considered catching it for my Emerald team. I caught Phanpy. Phanpy, the long-nosed Pokemon. Phanpy's big ears serve as broad fans. When it becomes too hot, it flaps the ears busily to cool down. Even the young are very strong. Yeah, I think I went over every single Pokemon right now that you can catch in the Safari Zone that's considered a new encounter. Ding dong! Time's up. Your Safari game is over. You know what? I'll go for round 2. Welcome to the Safari Zone, all you can catch for just $500. Would you like to play a Safari game? Yes, I'd like to play another. Another $500. Get 30 more Safari Balls. And you'll let me know when my game is over. Until then, enjoy yourself, please. Off you go on your wild excursion. And you know what? I'm gonna go to Zone 2 this time, which is right over here. This... Well, we already went to the Desert Zone. This is the Wetland Zone. Zone 1 is the Grassland Zone. The water is dyed a deep blue. Would I like to use Surf? Yes. And at the other side of this pond is an item. A Max Revive! Excellent! Actually, there are 2 ways you can get to Zone 2. That's only one way. The other way is through, well, the other way you can get there is via that, is climbing a, well, I should say climbing, but going upstairs. And it is this way, but gotta see what wild Pokemon show me first. Girafarig! Alright. Just want to collect this thing for my Pokedex. One. Hey! Girafarig is watching carefully. I'll go near you. Okay. And I'll throw another Pokeball, or Safari Ball in this case. 1, 2. Oh! Ah! Ooh, another wild Pokemon. Please don't be auto. I said, please don't be Oddish, and I get its evolved form. Why not? I'll throw a Safari Ball at it. 1, 2... No. It fled after just one throw. What a coward. Okay, so this is the other way to get to Zone 2. Just go up the stairs here, and you can put Pokeblocks to attract Wild Psyduck. Come on, Psyduck, show up. There you go. Well, I told you not to catch this thing, but you know what? I'm gonna try and catch it anyway. Oh, damn it. Yeah, Safari Balls are very reliable, to say the least. 1, 2, 3, yeah! Gotcha! Psyduck was caught. Psyduck, the duck Pokemon. When its headache intensifies, it starts using strange powers. However, it has no recollection of its powers, so it always looks befuddled and bewildered. Psyduck was one of the greatest memes back in the day when I was watching the anime. It was such great comic relief for me as a kid whenever Psyduck would come out. Just the derpiest Pokemon ever. Another Oddish. Pass. Give me something else, for God's sake. Really, as soon as I say give me something else, the same Oz shows up. At least I think it is. It was the other one was level 25, I think. Really? 3 times in a row I found Oddish? Oh, come on. So lame. Please don't be 4 in a row. 4 encounters of Oddish in a row. Well, at least that one was level 27. 5 in a row? I guess. It's Gloom. It's evolved form. Let me try and catch this now. This thing ran away from me last time. Hopefully it won't get away from me this time. I had to speak. In a pre-run, I actually did come across a Heracross. Hey, that rhymes. Can I run into something that isn't Oddish, for God's sake? Really? Ding dong, time's up. Your Safari game is over. You know what? I'll play a third and final game. I have nothing better to do with 500 bucks and get 30 Safari Balls. You're gonna try and catch me, Heracross, in Zone 4. I want to keep going deeper, but I forgot to bring a bike. Something tells me that rare Pokemon live in the outlying areas. Come on, thank you. Jeez, can't you recognize when I'm pressing B and the up button at the same time? This is where I found Heracross on 2 different occasions. Could it be a third? No. Another Phanpy. I don't need another one. But hey, at least that Phanpy can evolve 1 level. Like I said, Phanpy can evolve 1 level after being caught. Damn, these Phanpy won't leave me alone. I want a Heracross. I found 2 of them in this one patch of grass. Maybe I can catch Gloom this time. Like, Gloom is such a cowardly weed. Ah, not too. I already caught this thing. Like I said, I think in this zone you can find Xatu, because this is Area 4. Damn, what is it with Pokemon not leaving me alone? Come on with this Phanpy, get out of here. I want to encounter Heracross, because I remember finding 2 of them here in a pre-run. Be gone, weeds. I love baby elephants as much as the next guy, but I think you're getting a bit obsessive here. I'm not your mother. In fact, I think your mother probably wants to gore me. Since it evolves at level 25, I can't believe we can't find wild Donphan in this, in the first... I didn't check the other 2 areas that you can only access until after you beat the main game. Really? Oh my god. Sheesh. What is it with baby elephants swarming me? My god. Really? Need some Miracle Grow to get rid of you. Get away from me! Weird bird. More weeds! Get out of my garden! I said... Yeah, I'm starting to regret doing a 3rd Safari Zone run. I'm just making my own tunes up. That really isn't from anything. Really. Oddish has driven me so nuts so far. Please don't run. Wow, this is the first time that... I think this is the first time I've encountered a Gloom that hasn't ran away from me. Come on, Gloom. 1, 2... Oh! Yeah, you're a lot braver than the other Gloom I've come across. 1. Hey! Oh boy. Really? Oh, for... Hey. Really? I was able to find 2 Heracross in this one patch of tall grass. I can't avoid any Oddish, nor can I avoid any Phanpy. Rinse, repeat. Again, I'm making stuff up. These things have driven me absolutely crazy! Oh my god. Oh, for the love of... Yeah, so basically the zone map of the Safari Zone is bottom right is Zone 1, top right is Zone 4, bottom left is Zone 2, and top left is Zone 3. There are two zones that, like I said, there are two zones, 5 and 6, that you can only access after you have beaten the main game. I wasn't able to find a Heracross this time. And I'm still gonna stick with Handy here because right now I want to go to Route 123 because now that we can get to the other side of the bay, we can explore the rest of that route that we couldn't explore earlier. Ah, good. We didn't encounter any wild Pokemon. And looks like we got ourselves a double battle. Oh, that's right, Flipper fainted. Ah, shoot. You know what? Electra and... No, I'm gonna use Duskull and Echo. Ooh, Handy picked up an item. What'd you get? Potion. You know what? I'm gonna use that... No, I'm just gonna use a regular revive on Flipper, and then gonna use a bunch of hyper potions. Bunch of hyper potions. I only have one left. Oh my god. Do I have anything else like berries? Okay. I'm gonna use one citrus berry on Echo. Let's begin this double battle. I lay in ambush, and a trainer has landed in my trap. I just bought this parasol. My cuteness should be up by a third. Jonas and Kaylee. Coughing and cast form. No, cast form does not have a form where it does not have a volcanic ash form or something like that. Shadow Ball on coughing and stomp on cast form. Jeez, I haven't gone to a Pokemon Center in a while. Oh god, that thing's about to use Solar Beam. Thunder? Oh, Lord. Please tank this. Thank you. Oof. Please get rid of cast form before it uses Solar Beam. Thanks. Yikes, these two Pokemon are potent as hell. Oh, really? Duskull doesn't have a stomach to have, to get sick from. Come on. To get stomach ache from. Come on. Another double battle out of the way. If you don't lose, how am I supposed to have fun playing Ninja? You're better than me by about 5 times. Lumberry. Oranberry, gonna use... I'll use all 3 of them on... Nope. Really? Stop. Why does check tag always have to be the first option for berries? Seriously. Being a psychic is about willpower. I've willed myself not to lose to anyone. That makes me strong. Well, you're going against a ghost type. Solrock. Wow, Solrock is the most 3D entry animation in this game, and it's not even close to Fire Spin. Please don't burn. Okay. Psywave. Ooh, thank you. This should do it. Down goes Solrock, and I have won yet another battle. I feel sad. Yeah, because you didn't, I sense it. You and I shall battle again. I can't tell if I'll win, though. Let's see your Pokénav. I mean, at least you're not a complete psycho. Yeah, I realize I just said that about a psychic class trainer. I love grass-type Pokemon! Do you have any grass-type Pokemon? Oh? You like grass-type Pokemon too, don't you? I'm so happy! I'm so happy you can have this! It's a token of our friendship! Got TM19! That is the TM for Giga Drain! I check trees with my grass-type Pokemon! I'm like a tree doctor! Whoa, is that good? Oh, wow! I just have to look up first if Breloom knows that naturally through leveling up. What else is back here? More berries. I'm not gonna pick them. I'm not into it this time around. Ah, another double battle. Looks like we got a Hex Lady and the Hex Maniac and the Maniac. Out Pyre, where the spirits of Pokemon sleep, will your Pokemon sleep? When there are no trainers around, I let my Pokemon battle each other. I watch them. Oh God, Hex Maniac Kindra and Collector Ed. Duskull and Zangoose. Yeah, you got yourselves a ghost and normal type as well. In fact, Ed has the normal type I wanted originally, but I can't get that in this game. Only in Pokemon Ruby can I get Zangoose. Fury Cutter. Oh! Foresight. I'll use Pursuit to finish off Duskull, and one more Stomp should take care of Zangoose. Duskull grew to level 36. Alright, so I think both of them now are one level away from fully evolving. Well, at least in this game, Duskull can fully evolve into Dusclops. Like I said, Dusknoir is not available here. Not for another generation. We're now facing Seviper and Shuppet. So I'm facing a trainer that has Zangoose and Seviper, and the other one has Shuppet and Duskull. Almost said Dusclops. Lair Mist, Pursuit. How much damage? Nah, not enough. Ooh, that could be bad. Could have been worse. One more Pursuit. And the chase has come to an end. Overflowing with vitality. I kinda like your Pokemon. Thanks. Ah. Not really coming against any new encounters on this route. Really, I can't escape? Oh no. Roar? Oh, thank you. Couldn't escape, and you helped me escape. Thanks. Got myself an elixir. That's good. And what happens if I battle you next? Want to determine how strong you are? I'll be the test. Cool trainer. Your name is Wendy. And you got yourself a Mawile. Yeah, I'm gonna switch Duskull out for Reishi. Ooh, Handy got another item. Okay. Pick that up as soon as this is over. Big tears. Sky Uppercut! Really, Mawile. Doesn't have a Mega Evolution yet. Sorry. Next up is Pelipper. You know what? I'll use Headbutt. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. No 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 no. Little old switcheroo here. Yeah, Electra should level up after this. I had to speak, didn't I? Pelipper is just such a great troll. Like, whenever I try and call my shot, it always uses Protect and succeeds. Thank God it failed there. Electra grew to level 38. So your last Pokemon is Roselia. I gotta do another switcheroo, do I? I'll send Echo out for this. Out closer. Yep, you're close, but I don't think you'll evolve after knocking out Roselia, that's for sure. Oh! Ha! Yes! No. This should take care of you. Leech that. You passed with flying colors! Okay, so... Oh, you know what? I should use a Super Repel. Oh, I can't. Oh, great. And looks like we got another double battle here, and I'm going to use Echo and Electra. Now I'm gonna collect your item that you picked up. Handy, bag is full. Item cannot be removed. Max Elixir on Echo. Go. Now, what did you pick up? Super Potion. You know what? I'll use that right now. Give it to Echo before battling. Let's go. I'll turn your lights out while I rip through this tune. I have to tell you, bird Pokemon are my obsession. Birds are cool, they're the best! Guitarist Fernando and Birdkeeper Alberto. Electric and Pelipper. Strength against Electric and Thunderbolt. No, actually Shockwave against Pelipper. I hope that Electric doesn't have Lightning Rod. Thank you. But at the same time, that thing has static. So Echo might get paralyzed for attacking that thing. Ah, Xatu. Stop flashing me, Xatu. What's wrong with you? Ah, good. Echo didn't get paralyzed, and Echo grew to level 40. So what's your last Pokemon? Well, guess whose Loudred is evolving after this battle? Spoiler alert, it's not yours. Hit Xatu with a Thunderbolt. Fernando and Alberto were defeated. Hey, hold it! I was still playing the intro! Even in defeat, bird Pokemon are cool! What? Echo is evolving! Congratulations! Your Echo evolved into Explode! Whoa! Hyper Beam! Yes, I like to make room for that. Astonish. Get lost. 1, 2, and poof! Echo forgot Astonish, and Echo learned Hyper Beam. Next time, lend your ears to the full tune, will ya? Got him registered. Got this item here. Revival Herb. That will not make... that will piss off my Pokemon if I use it. You know what? Since Echo is fully evolved, it can now officially learn Surf. What? Oh, I think I get it now. Oh, that's right. It doesn't learn Surf until future generations. Oh, yikes. Now I feel terrible. Don't be too happy if your Pokemon develop psychic powers. You need to refine those powers to make them really useful. Oh, double battle. Hello, child. Can you spare some time? Whatever, old man. Oh, we're facing an expert. Jackie and Frederick want to battle Kadabra and Makuhita. Let's test out this Hyper Beam, shall we? And Thunderbolt on Makuhita. Fake out. Oh, suck. Hyper Beam! Wah! Yes, I know that Echo can't move after Hyper Beam, so it has to wait another turn. Lunatone. I got Echo for the purpose of learning Surf when it fully evolves, and it can't do that for another generation or so. I feel cheated. You know what? I'm gonna use Hyper Beam on Machoke and Thunderbolt on Lunatone. Gotta take my rage out of something. Still won't make me any happier. Jackie and Frederick were defeated. Overwhelmed! Ah, a mighty capable child. Let me contribute to your allowance. I would like to face you again. Is that okay with you? And get this PP up. And now we're back to the part of Route 123 that we've already visited. And you know what I want to do right now? I am going to go back to Mauville City. See you when I get there. Okay, so we're back at Mauville, and now I want to switch bikes. Because at some point, I want to visit Area 3 of the Safari Zone. And on that note, now that I'm in front of the Pokemon Center, I will end the episode here. Next time on Pokemon Emerald, we will go back to the Safari Zone, and after that, we will go back to Lily Cove City and resume our adventure. Zach Nighthawk, flying out.